Good morning everybody. Another beautiful day here in paradise. Well, Clumber Park anyway. Today we're going to talk about not a very nice subject. So let's roll that intro and we're going to get on with it. Knit. So people of a certain age, I'm not saying that's me like, but people of a certain age, especially here in the UK, will remember somebody who used to come and visit your school every 6 months or so when you were kids. And they used to sit you on a chair and she used to stand behind you and she used to go like this through your hair. And she was looking for nits. We used to call her the knit nurse, or head lice she was looking for. Okay, so if you got normal hair, I know head lice is not very pleasant, but it's not the end of the world. You go to the pharmacy, you get some chemicals, you stick it on, you get yourself a knit comb, and you stick these chemicals on your hair, and after a while you wash it out, and then you get the old comb and you comb all the dead nits out, and you comb out all the eggs and everything that's there, and hopefully that should be it. You might need a second coating a couple of days later, but hopefully that should do it. So now perhaps you can see the inherent problem that we've got. Okay, so you've been with your kids or your grandkids or whatever, you've been to the nursery at school where your kids are, and this is where people generally pick head lice up from, off of kids, because head lice, they can't jump, they can only transfer when your hair touches their hair. So kids are very, very prone to head lice. So you've been to the nursery or you've been to school with your kids, or your kids have come home, they've got nits, they've got head lice, and they pass them on to you. What you're going to do about it, because obviously you can put the stuff on your head, but you can't comb the bloody nits out, or you can't comb out the unhatched eggs. So that is going to give you a problem. So what are we going to do? Are we going to shave our heads, get rid of our dreadlocks? No, I don't think so. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to follow the treatment, or some of it. We're going to put some of that stuff on our hair, and we're going to rub it in, and we're going to leave it on as however long it says in the instructions that come with the chemicals, and then we're going to wash it out. Now, if you're going to buy this kind of stuff, I would try and buy one that's perhaps less greasy. You know, you don't want greasy stuff on your hair unless you've got a choice. Now, choosing between putting something that's greasy on my hair and having, you know, head lice, I think I'd rather go for the greasy stuff. But, you know, just ask at the pharmacy which is the least greasy option. So you've put this on your hair, you've given it a good rub in, you've left it however long you've got to leave it, you wash it out. So all the head lice are dead, but the unhatched eggs are still there. So what you need to do is, a couple of days later, follow the procedure. And just keep following that procedure until you feel confident that all the eggs have hatched, and all the head lice are now hatched and dead, and that way you should get rid of all the head lice. Bloody horrible thought, I know. So it's not the end of the world, but there is a way around it. Now, we all know that prevention is better than cure. I mean, if your kids come home and they've got head lice, you need to try and treat it as soon as possible. Try and make sure that your hair doesn't go anywhere near theirs. I know it's difficult when it's young kids. If you're working with kids and there's a chance that you're going to catch head lice, there's head lice going around perhaps in the school or in the nursery, or wherever it is you're working, I would strongly suggest that you tuck your hair out the way and wear a tam, because it's easier to keep them out than it is to get the buggers out once they're in. So that's just my little piece of advice about, you know, prevention is better than the cure. Keep your hair away from theirs if you can. Put a tam on, you know. If you've got kids and you know that there's head lice and stuff going around at the school, inspect your kids on a regular basis. Any sign of head lice, treat them as quick as you can. Treating them is a lot easier than treating them and yourself. So, you know, and if you do find that, like, if you do find that, that they have got head lice, like I say, do something about it. Put your hair out the way. It can only be transferred by hair-to-hair contact. So put a tam on or something like that. That's going to give you a certain amount of protection. Okay, so if you found this video interesting, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell. I'm getting good at this, knowing which side it's on, I think. And with a bit of luck, I know it's a horrible subject, but as we talked about, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.